Good morning and coffee jolt this morning with Johnny Cleveland. Yeah, I'm him, and we are happy to have you here on this Thursday. It is June 13th. Yep, and another beautiful day here in the Buckeye State. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us here on the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports Network. And we're talking Browns' last day of their mini camp. Not a huge number of headlines going on right now, but there are a few that are out there that have been talked about, and we're going to review those right now. So, Myles Garrett, our buddy Myles, the guy, our defensive leader, he wants to be part, potentially, of the kick return game. Special teamer. Yeah, Myles Garrett. Who knew, right? It came up in conversation when they were being asked by the media, and it sort of went about like as a joke, and maybe it is. But when it came back around as another question, they asked him again, and Bubba Vitrone, the special team coach, even Kevin Stefanski, good with Steady Eddie, talked about it, and they said to stay tuned, tune in, keeping us on the edge of our seats. The rules for the kick returns are changing dramatically. Now, we're all eager to see how this looks. Supposedly, the players are going to be closer to one another, but would they actually put someone like Myles Garrett back there to return the kickoff? I mean, he's a big guy. It'd be hard to take down. Got a little speed. What do you know? Stranger things have happened. The kid's been the rock of our defense. So don't know if it's logical. But we'll tune in, like Kevin Stefanski says, and go from there. But if it does happen, boy, that would be some news. They're looking at using other players, more skilled players in this role, and across the league, I think teams are kind of teetering with what they're going to do with it, and there are going to be some ups and downs with it. Some things they're going to try, and I think for any NFL team right now, it's going to be a work in progress. Myles Garrett back there, number 95, taking kicks. Okay, so there's the Myles Garrett story. Amari Cooper, again, is gone. He's not been here this spring. He's in a contract negotiation with his agent. He's staying away. You have that contrast, and you have somebody like Denzel Ward, who they interviewed in another article I was reading this morning about Denzel being the team leader and being there to show the young players, the rookies, the ropes. And so, you see that, and then you consider Amari Cooper's not here. Now, there have been other players that were not here coming into this mandatory minicamp, including Myles Garrett and Delvin Tomlinson and Juan Thornhill, or just a few players. They are here now. Amari Cooper's the one that's missing. And then we're all waiting to see when that new deal is going to get done. We're all hoping it gets done, obviously, before the start of training camp up there in, we're down there in West Virginia. And I can't think of the place off the top of my head. Dang, Briarwood? Is it Briar? No. Okay. Anyway, hopefully we'll get it done. And Amari Cooper is back in his orange and brown, and we're all happy campers here as Browns fans and part of the Fanatical Elves group too. All right, so let's pause quickly for a quick break. This is the Jolt, the Coffee Jolt with Johnny Cleveland, part of the Fans First Sports Network. We'll be right back. How'd you like those commercials? Yeah, you like those? Pretty sweet. All right, we're here at the Coffee Jolt with Johnny Cleveland. It is a Thursday, June 13th. Hope you are having a great day wherever you are, wherever you're listening from. If you're a Browns fan, we appreciate so much that you tune in here to the Fanatical Elves. Spread the love. We're going to have our Fanatical Elves show tonight. Oh, by the way, in West Virginia, it's Greenbrier. I don't know what I was thinking, Briarwood. I was close. Greenbrier, there in West Virginia, is where the Brownies will be doing part of their training camp. Duh. Okay, so tonight, Fanatical Elves Network, about 8:45, 9 o'clock, will be coming on live with the guys from Lou to Noah to Steve, Sam, Jarrell. Many of them will be there tonight. We're going to be talking Brownies, minicamp. Amari Cooper, Myles Garrett, be there or be square. Excited to be talking about that tonight with all those guys. Now, we are giving away stuff. We give away free stuff here on the Fanatical Elves. All you got to do is follow us and repost what we've been putting out there on the Fanatical Elves. Some awesome hats by Jarrell Flint, his dog food radio apparel store. Catch it. Buy some stuff from Jarrell. But we're also giving away a couple of one of his hats tonight on the Fanatical Elves. So be there. Tune in live. We'll also have it on the audio. We need you to download us on Apple, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio. You got to follow us on YouTube as well. Follow us on our Facebook page. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere, folks. Instagram. We're everywhere. Fans First Sports Network. We are everywhere. So tune in. Follow us. You won't miss a beat. All right. What else is going on in the world of the Browns? Well, today, with the minicamp, we're also going to be watching Deshaun Watson throw passes. Oh, boy. Is Deshaun Watson going to make it through the season? I had this conversation with a few of my colleagues at Northeast Ohio Sports Insiders. Munch Bishop, a great guy up there in Cleveland, follows the Browns, has been a hard knock Cleveland fan his entire being. Many of you know Munch Bishop. We were talking in texting and whatnot with the group, and he's talking about, how many games is Deshaun Watson going to be there? And I brought that up on my takes here with the Fanatical Elves. I mean, can we rely on Deshaun Watson being there for an entire season? I say not, and Munch Bishop and I were saying the same thing. Some of our colleagues are hoping that, maybe Deshaun will be healthy for most of the games. But to count on him to be there for an entire, 17-game season is just hard to wrap my head around, right? We haven't seen him do that really much of ever in his career. He's injury prone, folks. He's injury prone. I know some of you love Deshaun. You think he's going to, take us to that Super Bowl. And for God's sakes, I hope he does. But you have to prepare yourself for the fact that Deshaun has not been healthy. And there might be an opportunity, that's something that we're going to have to really consider. So, Jameson Winston, you're up. We look forward to seeing him play this season. We'll just have to wait and find out. The Browns season starts out favorably. We talked about this a little bit the other day. Speaking of schedules, and there was an article on PFF earlier today talking about 5 teams that might be being overlooked, and that included the Cleveland Brownies. They also included teams like the Seattle Seahawks, the Miami Dolphins in that group. They also included the Tennessee Titans. Now, that was a stretch for me. I don't see Tennessee being a team that we are overlooking. I'll have to talk to Steve and Jarrell later on tonight to get their assessment on what they think about Tennessee. Obviously, Tennessee has been a decent team over the years, but do I think that they're going all the way? And I think their odds, I'm not sure what their odds are to make the Super Bowl. I know they said in this article the Browns' odds of making the Super Bowl were like 4,000 to 1. Seattle's was like 7,000 to 1. And they're just saying that these teams, especially like the Brownies and Seattle, are being teams that are being overlooked. Obviously, we as Browns fans, we know that. We know that they're being overlooked all the time. So, Lou Marconi, great show, Burning River Browns talked a little bit again about, how maybe the media, we had a guy in the media at CBS Sports who actually has the Browns winning the AFC North division. So maybe they are getting some more love from the national media sources. We'll have to wait and see how many more follow along. It would be great for the Browns to get off to a hot start. Obviously, that's going to be very important with this brutal schedule, especially as we get into the post bye week in that schedule, and then having to play teams like the Chiefs, the Dolphins at the end of the season are going to be hard. Mix in the Bungles and the Ratbirds, just makes it even harder. So with that, I'll leave you. Have a very great rest of your day. This is the Coffee Jolt with Johnny Cleveland. Now I will have my own Johnny Cleveland show come on later, probably, if not later this afternoon, probably tomorrow, Friday. We'll have this Coffee Jolt show then mid part of the weeks. So if you love what you're hearing and you just love the entertainment value, because we bring it, catch us probably, I would say, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday mornings. Fridays I'll be having my Johnny Cleveland show. Mondays are a day off to rest. So anyway, take care, have a very good rest of your day. Now remember the three things that we all know as Browns fans, right? We all wake up with that eternal Browns hope. Yeah. Super Bowl, baby. 2, this, wherever you are, if you're a Browns fan, you have another Browns back, and those Browns fans have your back. And never forget, it is 5:00 somewhere. Take care. See ya. Go Browns.